Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of history's most famous voyages. We're talking about Christopher Columbus and his journey across the Atlantic. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's set sail into the past. Picture this. It's the late 15th century. Most people in Europe believed the world was round. But they had no idea just how big it was. They knew about Europe, Asia, and Africa, but the Americas, that was a complete mystery. The big goal for explorers at the time was to find a new, faster sea route to the rich spice markets of Asia. Going overland was long and dangerous, and sailing round Africa was a huge undertaking. This is where Christopher Columbus, an ambitious navigator from Genoa, Italy, comes in. He had a bold idea. Instead of sailing east, why not sail west? He believed that by sailing directly across the Atlantic Ocean, he could reach the East Indies much faster. It was a radical concept. And many experts thought his calculations were wrong. They believed the ocean was far wider than he estimated. For years, Columbus tried to get funding for his expedition. He pitched his idea to the King of Portugal, who turned him down. He tried other nobles, but no one was willing to take the risk. Finally, after much persistence, he found sponsors in Queen Isabella I and King Ferdinand II of Spain. They were eager to expand their influence and find new trade routes, so they agreed to finance his journey. In August 1492, Columbus set off from Spain with 3 ships, the Niger, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. The crew was nervous, sailing into completely uncharted waters. Weeks turned into more than a month, and with no land in sight, the sailors grew restless. They were on the brink of mutiny, but Columbus managed to convince them to sail on for just a few more days. Then, on October 12, 1492, the lookout aboard the Pinta shouted, "Tir, tir, land, land." They had reached an island in what we now call the Bahamas. Columbus believed he had landed in the East Indies, which is why he called the native people Indians. He explored the area, making contact with the local Taino people, before eventually sailing back to Spain to a hero's welcome. Of course, Columbus hadn't reached Asia. He had stumbled upon an entirely new world to the Europeans, triggering a massive wave of exploration and exchange that would forever change the course of world history. It was a pivotal moment that connected continents and cultures in ways no one had ever imagined. And that's the whirlwind story of Columbus's first voyage. It's a fascinating tale of ambition, risk, and unintended discovery. What do you find most interesting about this journey? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more history adventures. We'll see you in the next video.